And we're rolling with a voiceover. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is John here with the day off, hoping you're enjoying your day off as much as I am. And we're doing homemade sourdough Pop-Tarts, only it does say jam filling there. We're not doing that. We're doing the only Pop-Tart that really matters. I'm talking about the one and only s'more Pop-Tarts. Look at me, I'm approving of it. It's gonna be good. I'm also getting my wife's mise together. What that means is her mise en place, and my wife meaning she's the star of today's video. That's right, I am not the star of the day off, today at least. She's making this all her own, and we're getting her mise en place ready to go. I am contributing to that a little bit, but for the most part, I've just got my camera out and I'm filming everything as she does all of the work. Mise en place, though, culinary term for everything in its place. And now that I've mentioned that, I'm sure once she watches this video, she will roast me like crazy for even bringing it up or saying I'm being pretentious or something like that. But I've spent a lot of years in restaurants, so when I learn things, I share things. Anyway, guys, this recipe called for quite a bit of stuff: butter, sugar, flour, salt, you name it. I mean, it's a baking recipe, so it's going to call for those types of things. If you're interested in knowing how to make it, I'll give you a little brief look at the recipe right here. But I will put the full description, including our s'more filling, not jam filling, in the description of this video. Now, she does have a Christmas bowl here. If you guys saw my pizza video, you guys already know that I refused to do a Christmas bowl, but she did pull one out for this, and she's using sourdough discard. Let me tell you a little story as she's getting the flour, the butter, and the discard all mixed together. She has went and done her very first ever sourdough starter, and she worked super hard on this. And let me tell you, the hard work pays off, because we came home one day and the starter had bubbled over out of the lid and onto the counter. It was wild, literally wild yeast. It was doing its thing. And so she had this discard that she didn't want to waste, and we found recipes for waffles and pancakes, and uniquely enough, these Pop-Tarts here. So I was pretty excited to, even be a part of this, even though I'm not doing any of the work whatsoever. Like, as you can see, her hands are in there. She's making the biscuits. And so I'm just here to film and really enjoy it. And it was a fun little Sunday bonding experience for us, because it also got us out of our comfort zones a little bit. I did contribute with a little bit of water here, but what I mean by comfort zones is she does not want to be filmed on video, but she was nice enough to let me film her hands at least. And I didn't have to take charge of the video as far as being the talent in it whatsoever, so I was out of my comfort zone just being behind the camera instead of in front of it, because you guys already know I enjoy being up front in the spotlight. Now she's got her dough all kneaded and mixed together, though. She's just trying to get it at the right consistency. That's why I helped her add the water to get a shaggy style dough. Now that it's coming together, though, it's going to be formed into a nice little dough ball, and then it's going to need a little bit of rest time. So as you can see, she's got it worked up. It's looking pretty good. It's going to go in the fridge after it's wrapped into the plastic wrap here for about 30 minutes. So with 30 minutes being the wait time, we had some time to kill, and the best thing I could think of on a Sunday was to watch a little NASCAR. That's right, NASCAR season playoff series right now. If you guys are a fan of the sport, make sure you drop a comment and let me know who your favorite driver is. Right now, Kyle Larson's my guy. Back in the day, it was Rusty Wallace, so I've been watching it quite a while. Let me know what you guys are into as far as auto racing and sports. Now we got the egg. I did try to help out a little bit, so we got an egg cracked. Her pan is ready, and here's me trying to fumble along and mix the egg while also holding the camera. More on that later. We're going to be using that soon. But first, we've got to get the dough out of the fridge. You've got to look at me, try to be cool on camera, even though I'm a giant nerd with a rolling pin. You've got my wife here getting her excess flour ready to go on the board so she can roll it out with said rolling pin. Here's me trying to set up a cool dramatic shot. Did not work. Here's her actually doing some work while I'm being lazy by holding the camera over her head. And what she's going to do is try to thin out this dough and get it pretty thin. I want to say that it needed to be thicker if we're going to be completely transparent in the video. Once we had the final product, I thought that it could use a little extra oomph, a little bit of extra little padding to it. But so this was about an inch, half an inch thick, something like that. I didn't measure it, to be honest, but you can see with her rolling it down, she's trying to get a nice thickness to it. She flips it over, same process. She's trying to get all the air out of it. She's trying to get it rolled, and the goal was to just get it so she could square it off, cut it, and get it filled. So that's what we're surveying right now to see if it's the nice thickness. By we, I mean her. She's the one doing all the work here, as you guys already know. But it's looking pretty good. So now she's talking to me about squaring it up to make it look nice and even. So she's got the knife. She's got it on our island. I think we both came to the conclusion that it would have been better to have had our cutting board down for this. But luckily it did not scuff up our island. Luckily, that wasn't the case. It looked fine after we were all said and done. It didn't scuff it up, cut it up, anything like that. But she's taking the knife now. She wants to square it up because the goal here now is to make 4 individual Pop-Tarts. That's what the recipe called for. So she's taking a pizza cutter now. We decided the knife would be a little too hard, so she went with the pizza cutter route. Again, when I say we, I mean her. She's the one doing this. I'm just hovering above her, and anytime she needed me to get something, that's what I did. And really, I just stood out of the way. Alright, so now what she's going to be doing is panning these things up, getting them ready to go in the oven. If you're interested, once you see the final product, again, a full recipe will be in the description of this video. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to load it up with marshmallow cream jet puff and hazelnut spread. It is the Great Value brand hazelnut spread. Don't at me, guys. I understand there's Nutella, and Nutella is fantastic, but the stuff tastes exactly the same. And for a first-time recipe, we weren't going to go all out and buy the Nutella, although I could eat that stuff with a spoon and be just fine. As far as the main ingredients goes, I was fine with it. If you want to go buy Nutella and try this, perfectly fine, but you're going to pay a little bit more. I recommend never buying anything that says best choice or always safe, but when it comes to things like Great Value, it's pretty much spot on. So now that we got that part out of the way, let's talk about what's going on right here. I could have left this part out of the video. In a sense, I could have edited around it, but I want to be fully transparent on this channel, especially if we're going to be getting into the world of food. You're going to see a lot of channels out there that show you the perfect dishes and how to make them, and you're not going to see the mess ups, the F-ups, that sort of thing. So I didn't want to be one of those guys. This was insanely hard to spread, and I didn't want to make it look like we just had it down and we were able to do it. Here's me rubbing marshmallow fluff out of my beard after she shoved it in my face, for the record. But as I was saying, she's got the Nutella here now. The textures here were very hard to work with as far as like the sticky marshmallow, and then the Nutella had its own little texture. And getting those to spread out onto the dough was fairly complicated. I do feel like what we should have done was maybe ice cream scoop it, kind of put it on a little thicker, make the dough a little thicker, and filled it up a little bit more here. But you know, first time for everything. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, wow, these guys really messed this up, leave me a comment. I mean, it's our first time. Don't judge us. You go out there and do them, and let me know what they look like in the comments. Even send them to my Instagram page and let me see what you got going on. But as far as what she's got going on right here, she is folding these up. It's time to get them ready to be crimped and into the oven. By crimping, she's going to fold it over here, get the Nutella, get the marshmallow fluff into its little blanket. And again, this was just a rough moment, but I still wanted to share it with you guys because I feel like it's honest, and you want to be honest. You don't want to fool anybody here. And so what she's got going now, she's trying to crimp it. She's trying to make sure it's nice and sealed. I do think I did mention to her in the video while we were filming this that she was stabbing it a little too hard because it was exposed. But needless to say, I still think it looked cool for what it's worth. She was definitely trying to give it that Pop-Tart feel by giving it the press on. But again, this is the imperfections of it all. And if you really want me to be a jerk about it, I could have said, oh, these are artisan Pop-Tarts. They're going to look very rustic, and been very douchey about that. But needless to say, I wanted to be real with you guys. So she's got those all crimped up now with a fork, getting ready to bake those. But first, we got to bring that egg back. As I mentioned, she's doing egg wash, which is just a little bit of egg, a little bit of water. It's going to give it that golden brown look once it's fully baked. If you're doing pastries, if you're doing bread, things like that, I highly recommend doing an egg wash on top of anything like that as far as a baked good. At this point in the video, thoughts and prayers would be nice. I said that to be funny, of course, but also because I wasn't sure what we were getting ourselves into. But look at these bad boys, golden brown. Again, the only thing I would say is they needed to be filled a little bit more. They were kind of crackery. They did have a crispness to them. As you can see here, you can already tell they're a little on the harder side, but honestly, it was very pastry-like. I mean, I don't want to use the word artisan because I joked about it a moment ago, but you know, you could. I mean, essentially, if you know you were trying to be that type of guy. But they were fairly good. I didn't mind them for a first time. Pretty good. This is the first attempt ever, and my wife's first attempt at sourdough starter, which turned out quite nice. Now it's time for the topping. Every Pop-Tart has some sort of topping. We went with heavy cream, chocolate chips. We're making a ganache. Say it with me, ganache. It's going to be the topper, kind of like what you would see on an actual s'more Pop-Tart. If we were doing a jam filling one, we could have done an icing, kind of like the strawberry ones. But yeah, we decided to do this little chocolate. And when I say we, I just mean her, guys. Let's be honest. I mean, she did all the work. She deserves all the credit. She's probably going to roast the heck out of me for this voiceover and tell me, you know, what I did wrong and what I could do better on, but it is what it is. Anyway, ganache, it's pretty good, but I will tell you guys, you can let it sit out all day. It's not going to get very hard. So even if you eat these Pop-Tarts hours later, even a day later, it's going to be very wet-like on top. It's just part of the game. Now, she did want to dress it up for you a little bit, throw a little bit of sprinkles on it to make it look fancy. But all in all, this was fun. This was a good little Sunday. I had a blast just spending time with my wife and trying something new. Get out there and do it, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Very good. Yeah. I like it.
It's not Pop-Tart.
Right. It's a really good pastry, though.